Think about the last time you streamed music, shared a file with a friend, or even ordered something online. Chances are that you've touched the cloud without even realizing it. But the cloud isn't just a place up in the sky, it's a way of renting computer power over the internet. Instead of buying server racks and building data centers, businesses and individuals can just subscribe to what they need when they need it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the three main flavors of cloud services: infrastructure as service, platform as service, and software as service, and show you why each one matters depending on who you are: a massive corporation, a small business, or even just one person with a laptop and headphones. Here's the big idea: clouds turn technology into a utility, like electricity. You don't own the power plant, you just pay for the energy that you use. That means scalability. A company can add more computing power on demand and then scale back down when things are quiet. It also means cost saving because you're not stuck buying expensive hardware that might just sit idle. And maybe, most importantly, it means accessibility. Your data, your apps, your tools are all available anywhere on the internet. Let's start with infrastructure as a service, other known as an IaaS. Imagine a global corporation running hundreds of websites and apps at once. They can't afford downtime. They also can't predict exactly how much computing power they'll need next month. This is where Amazon Web Services, or AWS, shines. With AWS, companies rent servers, storage, and networks as virtual building blocks. Think of it like Lego pieces. You assemble what you need, and when you need it. Why do big corporations love this? Well, because AWS is worldwide. They can launch servers in different regions to bring their apps closer to the customer. They can handle insane spikes in traffic, like Black Friday sales, without buying a single extra server. And when traffic drops, they scale back down. For big players, IaaS means raw power, global reach, and the flexibility to adapt instantly. Now picture a small business or a startup. Maybe it's a team of 5 people trying to launch a new app. They don't want to spend their weekends patching servers or debugging operating systems. They just want to build their product. That's where Platform as a Service, or PaaS, comes in. And a great example is Microsoft Azure. Azure doesn't just give you servers, it gives you a whole development environment. You push your code, and Azure takes care of running it, scaling it, and keeping it secure. For small businesses, this is gold. It cuts down on costs, saves time, and lets them compete with much bigger players. Instead of worrying about infrastructure, they get to focus on what makes their business unique. Alright, last up is SaaS, or software as a service. And honestly, this is the one people already use every single day, even if they don't know the term. SaaS just means that the software lives in the cloud instead of on your computer. You don't install giant programs, you don't worry about updates, you don't babysit hardware. You just log in and use it. Simple as that. Think about Spotify. You don't buy CDs, you don't buy gigs of files, you just play and the music streams right from the cloud. That's SaaS in action. But it's not just music. SaaS runs a lot of the stuff we depend on now. Zoom or Slack for keeping teams connected, Google Docs or Microsoft 365 for writing, sharing, and collaborating, Shopify and QuickBooks for running a business without having to be a tech wizard. And here's why it hits so hard for individuals and small businesses. 1. No setup headaches. You don't need an IT guy, you just make an account and go. 2. It grows with you. Start solo, add teammates later. It scales as you do. 3. Always up to date. Features just show up when they're ready. 4. You could work from anywhere. Your files and tools follow you, not your laptop. Let me give you a quick picture. Imagine a small bakery that decides, hey, let's sell online. They don't hire a developer. They don't build a website from scratch. They sign up for a Shopify to get a storefront, Stripe for payments, QuickBooks Online for accounting, and within days, that little bakery is selling nationwide. That's SaaS. It makes powerful tech available to people who just want to get things moving. At the end of the day, that's what makes SaaS so popular. It takes all the complicated back-end stuff out of the way and just hands you the finished product. Whether you're streaming music on your phone, jumping on a video call, or running a side hustle, SaaS is the layer of the cloud that keeps everything simple and usable. So, to pull it all together, the cloud isn't just one thing, it's a spectrum of services that meet people where they are. At the foundation, IaaS gives large corporations the raw infrastructure they need to run global operations. It's about control, scalability, and having the power to handle massive demand without breaking a sweat. PaaS builds on that foundation and gives smaller teams the freedom to innovate without worrying about what's happening under the hood. It's like renting a fully stocked workshop. You walk in and start creating while someone else takes care of the tools and the electricity. And on top of that, SaaS delivers the finished product. It's software you can use instantly, from music streaming to video calls to business accounting. For individuals and small businesses, SaaS lowers the barrier to entry. You don't need to be an IT expert to get world-class tools. The real beauty of the cloud is how these three layers work together. A single company might rely on SaaS for communication, PaaS for app development, and IaaS for specialized workloads. The cloud isn't one size fits all. It's flexible, like Lego bricks, where you choose the pieces that fit your needs. And beyond the technical side, the cloud is also about accessibility and opportunity. It levels the playing field, letting a startup with 5 people reach customers worldwide, or letting someone with just a smartphone access the same service as a Fortune 500 company. So whether you're managing millions of users, building your first app, or just hitting play on your favorite playlist, you're already part of the cloud story. And as technology keeps evolving, that story is only going to grow bigger. Thank you for your time and just sitting here listening to me explain the 3 different types of cloud services that you can acquire. The project was really fun to work on, and I think I like doing this. I think this is one of my new favorite things to do.